This hour for you on Daybreak, the countdown to register to vote is on. We'll see what's happening locally to make sure residents are set for this upcoming election.
And Christian County opens its own COVID-19 drive-through testing site today. We'll go over the details to get tested. Good morning. Thanks for joining us here on Daybreak. Today is Tuesday, September 15th. I'm Jennifer Abreu.
And I'm Joe Moreno. A lot happening in that first hour. Even more coming up on tap for you right now, including meteorologist Elisa Raffa, who's in with us this morning as well. Good morning to you.
Good morning. So in the mornings, I get to chat with the Kevin and Liz show, and we were talking about how it's been feeling like fall in the air, and we were going over the pumpkin spice debate. So it feels like fall this morning. Do you want pumpkin spice?
No. So I was telling you this. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I don't crave it, and I'm not crazy running after it, looking for it everywhere. But I've had a pumpkin spice latte before, and I think it's good, but I haven't had one in a while. It's been at least a couple years.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I don't think we need it.
You don't think?
You can have one a year, and then your quota's met, then you're good.
I'm the one that drinks iced lattes when it's 25 degrees outside, so I'm probably the wrong person to ask.
Yeah, no
but anyway, it feels like fall, so if you like the pumpkin spice, you might be in the mood for it this morning. You've got some clear skies. It is 57 degrees with the calm winds and the pleasant dew points. You've got, again, clean sweeps on satellite and radar, so you'll find some dry roads as you head out to work and school. It's 54 degrees in Clinton, 58 degrees in Monette, and 57 degrees in Springfield. Dew points in the middle and upper 50s, so that's where you get that kind of crisp and dry feel out there this morning. Very comfortable with greens on the Muggy meter map. Dry roads all day today, no weather hazards. You'll find lots of sunshine out there on the road. So while you're homeschooling, skies will be bright outside of the window. A little bit warmer than yesterday. You're looking at temperatures making it up to about 83 degrees by dismissal. Overall, another A+ day. Just really nice out there. Plus, we're tracking the tropics. This is Hurricane Sally, a Category 1 storm, slowly crawling towards the Gulf Coast. Details on Sally's impacts on the coast and in the Ozarks coming up in a couple of minutes.
New for you this morning, there are two local organizations that have partnered for a final voter registration push as that election is creeping up closer now. Nyjah McDonald met with them. She joins us in studio now to explain exactly what's happening there. Nyjah.
Yeah, Joe, well, good morning. The Springfield NAACP and Faith Voices of Southwest Missouri hope to provide people with a safe and accessible way to prepare for the November elections.
We're not asking you to have our opinion. We're just asking you to make your opinion heard.
Dee Ogilvie serves as lead deputy registrar for the Springfield NAACP. The group is partnering with Missouri Faith Voices for a final voter registration push Tuesday mornings at Crosslines.
Both events are a little bit different because at Crosslines we're just registering people to vote.
And Sunday and Monday evenings at University Heights Baptist Church.
We have 3 deputy voter registrars that are Greene County registrars there. We have a notary there in case you need to notarize your ballot. We have someone from the League of Women Voters there to explain to people if they're voting absentee or if they're voting mail-in.
Ogilvie says they're working hard to get young people to the polls.
I am all for marches and demonstrations, but if you want your voice to be heard, you've got to vote and you've got to be informed of what you're voting on.
Springfield NAACP and Missouri Faith Voices partnership is longstanding.
We both care about economic dignity and racial equity at our core.
Schmalzbauer says both groups are working to break down any barriers people wanting to vote may experience.
Whether it's making sure people come and check their voter registration, making sure people know what they need with regards to voting this year, with regards to COVID-19.
Well, those efforts begin this morning at Crosslines from 9 a.m. and will run until 1:30 this afternoon. Now, the address there is 1710 East Chestnut Expressway. The registrations will last through October 5th. And as always, you can visit our website at ozarksfirst.com for complete information on these weekly voter registrations.
Naja, thank you. And starting today, Christian County will have its own COVID-19 drive-through testing site, but the location has not been released to the public because there are a couple of criteria you need to meet before getting tested there. You will need a doctor's approval and to make an appointment by calling emergency management. Phil Amtower with emergency management says he hopes more testing will help slow case numbers and deaths in the county. He also expects the new site to alleviate workload on the Springfield-Greene County drive-through testing site in the Christian County Health Department.
It very well might alleviate some of their workload because before, Christian County residents didn't have a place here to go. That was their only alternative, to go there. Right now, the health department is just overwhelmed, tracing, contract tracing, doing those types of things. So we took this project so they wouldn't have to. This is not really an emergency management function. The health department usually does things like this, but like I said, they've been so overwhelmed, and we're just trying to take up some of the slack for them and help them out.
Well, the drive-through site will be open 3 days a week, and Amtower says it takes about 48 hours to get those results back.
Following up on a crime we told you about actually 2 years ago. Billy Sage Medley will spend several decades in prison for his role in a double murder. Joe and Brandy Allen were killed inside their Tunis, Missouri home in 2018. Police say Medley and Jeffrey Stevenson broke in and shot them. Both men were trying to steal the couple's vehicles. Medley was charged with 9 crimes and sentenced to 48 years in prison. Jeffrey Stevenson will be back in court next month for a plea hearing.
Coming up this week, a blood drive to help the families of people killed in a Springfield shooting last March. Officer Christopher Walsh and 3 others died 6 months ago when a gunman fired in a gas station on East Chestnut Expressway. Community Blood Center of the Ozarks doesn't want their memories to be forgotten. For every blood donation made the next 3 days, $5 will be given to provide financial help to their families. The Blood Center also has an emergency need for all blood types. Reserve levels are still very low due to COVID-19. The center is open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day.
Going around the Ozarks, a landowner's efforts to rebuild a crossing on Bull Creek where 3 people have drowned has drawn more scrutiny from the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. The main issue is the amount of dredging that has occurred to make a new slab bridge. Administrators tell the Corps that it's roughly 900 linear feet that was dredged of the bed of Bull Creek. The property owner permit only allowed for about 100 feet. Violations just like these that the Corps are currently compiling before they send them to the property owner. Jay Townsend is the Chief of Public Affairs for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. Says these violations don't have to do with the 3 drownings that have occurred at that crossing.
Just that point again, this is not a safety permit, and the nationwide permit conditions don't guarantee safety. Safety is going to depend on what people decide to do, if they're exceeding their abilities or not wearing life jackets or drinking and boating. All kinds of dangerous situations could occur.
After these violations are sent, if the property owner is not able to get the stream bed back in good condition, he could face a citation and have to appear in federal court.
It is clear, cool, and dry this morning on our Color 10 Live Drive. Temperatures starting out in the 50s. Pleasant by dismissal, another A+ day, 83 degrees with sunshine. Plus, we're tracking the tropics. The latest on Category 1 Hurricane Sally coming up next.
From Color 10 Ozarks First, Jennifer Abreu, Joe Morano, and weather with meteorologist Alisa Raffa. This is Color 10 News Daybreak.